Hey, cats, good morning to you. Sunday morning. We got a couple topics to touch on here for you. A U.S. Air Force general tells his troops to prepare for war. A French general puts out a memo to the world. And 2022 midterms apparently didn't go very smooth in California. All right? But you want to hit? Here you go.
Drag queens, not only are they not hurting our kids, drag queens make everything better. Drag queens are fun. Drag queens are entertainment. And you know what I'll say that was totally not poll tested? I say this, a drag queen for every school. That is what would be fun for kids and lift them up when they are having emotional issues.
We're coming to get you. Good morning, Savage Deplorables. Welcome in. Thanks for coming as always. Got a couple topics here for you to fucking hear about. And we're going to start off. United States Air Force General Mike Minahan sent out a memo on Friday, right? Warning that we need to start preparations for war with China. You thought I was going to say Russia, didn't you? Right? No. We got to stretch that out. He's predicted war in 2025, right? Saying that Xi began prep in October 2022 by securing his third dictatorial term, right? And setting his war council and making overtures towards Taiwan, right? Basically saying that his team, reason, and opportunity are set. With Taiwan's elections in 2024, obviously so is the United States, that is the distraction needed to go ahead and get the ball rolling on, his campaign, apparently. This general, of course, says that he hopes he's wrong, but in any case, that prep needs to start in February and legal preparations in March, whatever the hell that means. I don't know the difference, right? And we have the potato Stewart, old bedriddens with biddens, absolutely depleting ammo reserves, strategic oil reserves, millions of barrels of which he actually sold to China, right? Giving away Abrams tanks and whatnot, our technology, as if that's not going to fall into China's hands so they can see what we're working with as they are secretive and hide their technologies. This is setting up for a serious situation with the biggest standing army on the face of the planet, right? So, I don't know if this is necessarily falls into the hands of fear-mongering, because apparently this was a leaked memo, right? This wasn't meant to come to the public. So, who knows what's really happening here, but, here we are. Right? So, moving on. France, right? The opposite side of this situation. France's General Christian Blanchon has wrote a memo to the world, right? Praising purebloods, the unvaxxed, who faced immense pressure from friends, family, doctors, and employers, right? And it says that we embody the best of humanity, heroes born among ordinary men who shine in the dark. Capable of such personality feats in the face of pressure are real soldiers of light that any general would admire and want in his ranks, right? Saying that it's the above average leaders and conquerors, flat out superheroes, right? Pretty deep praise from the man. He also goes on to say that even if he was fully vaxxed, that the purebloods would still be the type of people to be admired. And that, that's the only group of people that's truly going to stand up in the face of tyranny when it comes in other forms. Again, pretty deep praise, especially from such a weak, feminized country like fucking France. Some people still admire, courage, whether you agree with their reasoning or not. Because I know there's a lot of pudding cups that are still out here. Take the vax. Don't worry about suddenly episodes. You know what I'm saying? It's all especially. I mean, as you see the cases just mount up. You know what I mean? Like, if my videos didn't go on YouTube, dude, I'd show you 100 of them right now. You know what I'm saying? I just came back from a band from literally showing nothing but mainstream article headers and a music video where I didn't speak, made no claims, and put no text that could be construed as claims. Yet my channel was suspended for medical misinformation. You know what I'm saying? So the lizard overlords work in overtime to try to censor anything that, you know, is dissenting from the mainstream media fucking spill. I'm sure plenty of you are aware of that. So to see something like this come out from someone so respected in a Western country, pretty amazing shit, right? Moving on. So U.S. midterm elections 2022 apparently didn't go very smooth for the state of California, right? I mean, they were not the only ones. You've seen what happened here in my state of Arizona. Apparently, there's still, you know, a few thousand votes that are uncounted or unprocessed, and we know all the shenanigans that happen on voting day, right? In California, though, even worse, estimated half of all mail-in ballots have not been counted, right? You know, obviously after the 2020 election, Democrats saw how, you know, it benefited them to have this mail-in ballot fucking bullshit. It also opened the door to mass ballot harvesting, which we know has, you know, is legal still in quite a few states and is readily taken advantage of since, right? And you know, Newsom saw this, and so in 2020 he passed the AB 37 bill, right, which is like a voter act where basically they have the ability to send out mail-in ballots to every registered voter, regardless of status or whether they tend to vote in person or not, right? And this all comes from a FOIA request from a private watchdog group called the Public Interest Legal Foundation. And, you know, you know, they come out and they are basically saying that in the general that 47.8% of the ballots have not been processed or accounted for. That's 22.1 million ballots were sent out. Only 9.7 million have been accepted. 1.3 million of those came and voted in person, which leaves 10.8 million not counted or not processed, right? And, you know, it's come to find out, you know, through a bipartisan watchdog group, again, previously that took place involved Jimmy Carter and a different Republican. They come to the conclusion that that mail-in ballots are the largest source of potential fraud, and again leaves open the ballot harvesting scam, which you know, we've seen on video. Regardless of what YouTube or fucking CNN would like to call it, we've seen it on video happen. GPS tracking that your government uses to track and arrest criminals. But yet when it comes to ballot harvesting, they say that the GPS tracking is unreliable, right? That, you know, that the video you see them dumping, you know, for 30, 40 seconds at a time, you know, stacks of papers into the mailing box. They're like, well, that doesn't mean it's ballots. You can't see it's ballots. I mean, you know, they're going to make any excuse they can to keep the scam and the shenanigans going. I personally believe that Democrats absolutely could not win a single election without shenanigans, due to the fact that their policies are asinine, break the average person, and just put the country further in debt. All right? You can argue with me, debate me in the comments, tell me to fuck off. I don't care. All right? Smell you later.